Up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero. There's an African legend that says, in a race between a lion and a deer, many times the deer wins. Because the lion runs for food, but the deer runs for life. The moral of the story is this: purpose is more powerful than need. When your why is as strong as your need to breathe, nothing can outrun your will.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
I am struggling extremely with mental health issues, and I am trying to do that whilst being FTFE, and unfortunately, talking to flat earthers is quite painful.
Riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Gravy make a splash like Pippin. Shit, that's nothing. Splash. Everybody.
Now let me see you whack.
Hands on your head while you working on the floor. Fire up that kush as I walk through the door. Cool your head to top.
I remember when I lost my mind. No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And that last little guy had the last word. I'll tell you what, sitting in the snow and telling you like it is. Good evening. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you from the heart of dystopia, which seems to be rapidly expanding quickly. We've got the AI kicking in. We've got different police agencies losing their fucking minds all around the United States. We're now employing military to do the duties of police officers in violation of posse comitatus. We've got all kinds of crazy shit going on in the world here today. We've got an open panel discussion. Anybody that wants to come up, hit that link. It's pinned in the chat. Sob's had a few bong hits and we're in good shape. I got Chicago Cubby Bear backstage. What's happening, Chubby Bear?
Not much. Long time no see. Hey,
Yeah,
people, come up. You ain't got to show your faces. If you just want to speak, there's a lot of good people in chat that have a lot of good information. So I just encourage people to come up, try something new. It's fun. It's just a hangout.
Mr. Tahiti says that he misses something wrong.
I know. I noticed that too.
You know, well, Trump deported him, man.
Oh, go figure.
Trump deported his ass right away.
No wonder.
We were sitting up here on the old space station. He took that too, civil asset forfeiture. And next thing I know, ICE comes in there, raids the space station, and took him away, and that was it. And they
took his noodles and everything.
They did. They took the noodles. They took the opium. They took everything.
You gotta be kidding me.
It's just par for the course. It's all right. J.D. Vance will let him go, and he becomes. So I guess Trump's not dead. Did you see about those rumors that were going around?
Yeah, you were talking about last night, but I haven't seen him today either. But
well, they said they saw him go to play golf.
No, go figure. He wasn't at McDonald's.
Dude's not in good shape. I can tell you that. He's not in good shape.
He is pushing, what, 80 almost?
Yeah, he's 79. I think this last, when he had his big military parade in D.C., that was his 79th birthday, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sure that's how old he is. Yeah, he's not quite 80. But still, what are we going to do with that?
Nonetheless.
But like Chubby Bear said, any of you out there, let's see, we got TJ Hoffs out here, Mr. Tahiti, Based Mike, D4 Life. We've got Brian Roy, Horse Sheets here I am. We've got RPB 69 going out here with us, one more quarter, Parody Mike. And of course, Chicago Cubby Bears here too. Shannon Emerson, DJ Newman, Brian McVeigh. Let's see who else we got here. J.R. Hartley's with us. And Spyro Graffiti, I thought I saw you in there. Du Jour Vision, Brian Roy. Saddle Bomb. All right. Let's see, Martin Haley here with us too. I'm seeing some new names. This is pretty cool. We're only like 3 or 4 subs away from 3,000. That's all it takes. 3 or 4 more. Let's see what it is. Let's go over here to my dashboard and see where I'm at. I need 4 more. 4 more to reach 3,000 subs. That's all I need.
Yeah, I doubt it. They're just suppressing you.
Yeah, they'd probably take it because I think it was only 3 more I needed yesterday, and now it's like it didn't say I lost any subscribers.
Yeah, it's bogus. They do that. They've done that to anybody who's like right on the edge or close. They're like, oh, they just make you wait forever, and in the meantime, you've had those subs. They're just like, oh, we don't want to quite let them get there, but
yeah. So this shit is insane. I've been finding all kinds of crazy shit over on Twitter here today, and it was like I found this was really interesting. It's we've talked about how time seems like it's speeding up, and I like this guy's take on this. Let's see real quick.
It might feel like time is moving faster, but that's not true. Your life is moving faster, not time. It's a big ass difference. This video is about to get a little dark and a little deep. Stay with me. We only have 5 years left before they reset everything in the Matrix. And if you don't know what a reset is, just think about the Dark Ages. What's going to take place in 2030 is connected to this woman's death. I mean, if you really want to call her a woman. The people that control this world, they already told us what's going to happen, and it's written down on the Georgia Guidestones. The Georgia Guidestones got knocked down July 2022. This woman passed away September 8th, 2022. When they knocked these stones down, they was telling you that humanity is about to get wiped out. They wrote something on the Guidestones, and it said, maintain humanity at 500 million people. Last time I checked, it's 8.3 billion people on this planet. By the year 2030, there will be 500 million people on this planet. So what the fuck is going to happen to the other billions of people? So many people fell for the bait and got in a arm, not realizing that was the mark of the beast. Just remember, the language, overstand the language, is not really a beast. Beast is an anagram for better. Beast is betters. Betters is a frequency that puts you to sleep. We are walking around or living inside of the hourglass, which is number 8. That's why this woman died on September 8th. When she passed away, their agenda was complete. Don't be surprised in the next 5 years, you keep hearing more stories about Project Bluebeam and UFOs coming. If it's not the UFOs, they're going to say Jesus Christ is coming, or some kind of religion prophet that's coming back to save us.
What about Jesus coming back on a UFO?
That's a thought. Riding it like a horse.
Yeah, or hanging out with them little gray dudes with the big eyes and shit.
Grays.
See, and we got that thing coming. They say there's that big old space turd coming toward us. It's going to be here by this month, I think, or next month or something.
They can't predict the weather, but they know when the UFOs are coming.
Oh yeah, they can already tell that it's nuclear powered, and you got to see all the artist depictions of this shit you see on articles on Facebook and shit about it. I've been seeing more and more about it. They're pushing it out there, which tells me, how come there's nobody fact checking that? How come there's nobody putting any kind of a reader's context notes or any other goddamn thing on those? They don't do it.
You got a wiki fact check on that yet?
Yeah, there ain't nothing on there about it. It's like, come on. They're all about, oh yeah, aliens and monsters and spaceships and all this other shit. But then when it comes down to, no, that's not even reality. Oh, you're wrong. It's like, well, that makes sense in this Luciferian upside down world. Okay. God dang it.
People got the jab. It changed the way you see life. 2019 and 2020 was just a test run to see how many dummies is going to fall for the bait. I'm not calling people dummies. I'm just trying to tell you how they look at us like we are crash dummies. The year 2030 is really important. We only have 5 years left, so you need to learn more about spirituality and what's going to happen next. We are at the end of the Matrix, so every story they told us was just a myth. They about to tell everyone it wasn't a myth. Just imagine a bunch of UFO spaceships just taking over every city, every country. What would you do? Well, you need to get ready because that's the next plan. This is their last agenda. Get ready. If you want to know more, check out the ebook. Link in my bio.
Shadows of the Matrix. Now, I have to disagree with him about Beast and Beta because there's no S in Beta. So it's not an anagram.
Yeah. Saab, by the way, you hit a milestone. Looks like somebody helped you out.
What?
You hit the 3K.
Oh my God! Let me
Somebody,
take a look.
It might feel
must
like
have had an invasion from somewhere.
They heard me talking.
A UFO invasion.
Let's see.
I had to
3,002. Thank you, everyone who subscribed. So this is a 3,000 subscriber stream as well.
Non-monetize that at that.
They won't let me monetize because I talk about controversial subjects that can be harmful to people. That's what they said.
Makes sense.
Well, I asked him, could I see a death certificate by anyone who has ever had a cause of death be controversial content?
And who makes up that rule? The YouTube overlords, I guess.
Small hats at YouTube. Absolutely.
Most likely. Remember, we're on YouTube, not Rumble anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm on both, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on both right now. So, all right. Kick ass. So, wait a second. How did I get out of this thing? How did I get out of here? There I am. Oh, this is kind of weird. Tiffany Dover is dead. Who the hell is Tiffany Dover?
Good question.
What in the fuck are you whining about, Fabio?
Tiffany Dover. I've never heard that name before.
I don't know.
But
I'm sorry to hear that, or am I?
Is she related to Ben? Bend Over?
Bend Over. Yes, I've heard him. Fabio, shut the fuck up.
You know, ironically, I went to you went to an opposing school of mine, but close by, a friend of mine I work with, his name was Bend Over, and I thought, man, you have cool parents.
Oh my God. No.
It's a real person.
All right, my name is Bend Over. Get out of here. You're a smart ass. No, for real. Here's my idea.
No, bend over. Let me show you.
Oh, you got him a picture?
Huh?
What'd you say? I'll show you.
No.
I'll show you. Okay.
I got no pictures of Bend Over. I hope not, right?
Ooh. Here's some scary shit you probably never wanted to know. I don't know.
Scary facts you wish you never knew.
Less means be less you. A soldier is a soul dyer. You are weakened on the weak end. From the weak days. A days is unable to think in a state of confusion. On the weekdays you work a job, which is Hebrew for persecuted. On that job you earn. An urn is a vessel for the ashes of the dead. Awake is a wake. A wake is a gathering that takes place before a funeral. Hollywood is the holy wood, the wood from a holly tree. This wood was used to create magic wands. They cast spells to a broad audience through the tele-vision, through the Hollywood programs. The bottom of the foot is called the soul, and your heel is hell. Your soul is in hell. You must raise your consciousness to the head, heaven. Heel is hell, earth rearranged is heart, and head is heaven. They're inside of you, not external places. They teach you to say the vowels in this order, A, E, I, O, U, to train you to become a slave. They want you to think slaughter is laughter. English language is full of hidden spells.
There's a lot there. I've always thought that about the vowels too. Why that's kind of subliminal.
Mm-hmm.
I owe you.
Just as good as money.
Ooh, what?
I said just as good as money. IOUs.
Sure, that's what we're using right now for what we call money. I guess there's a monstrous attack going on against Ukraine from Russia. says they launched hundreds of drones and missiles, including hypersonic ones, flooding the Ukraine sky with destruction. Huh. It's going to escalate. Listen, and there's this thing about Trump and deploying ships and shit down to Venezuela. You heard about that?
Yeah.
What are they doing, man? They're going to get us
good oil.
Yeah, and just take their oil. Fucking.
Well, I told you what I thought. I think that they're just destroying all them buildings to wipe it all out and then build it up like a Dubai, like a resort for everybody to go to later on. They're just doing them a favor by getting rid of it. It just seems like they're targeting certain areas over there in Ukraine and stuff
to get aid, to get foreign aid.
Yeah.
There was a movie in the 60s called the Mouse That Roared. And it was Peter Sellers, and Peter Sellers played like I think 5 or 6 of the characters in the movie. He was like, he was playing against himself a lot. But the gist of it was there was this little country called the Duchy of Fenwick over in Europe. I mean, their army consisted of like 6 guys. And they were still using like medieval weaponry and shit, right?
Yeah.
And so they were broke. And so their plan was to start a war with the United States and then lose on purpose so that they could get foreign aid from the United States, right? Well, as they showed up, they're rowing in a boat coming up on New York in like a rowboat, like a Viking style rowboat. And they get there and shit. And nobody's there to fight them or anything because nobody took them serious. Well, they somehow accidentally, I forget how, they get a hold of an atomic bomb, like a case bomb. They end up winning. The United States ends up surrendering to them. And like now they're in worse shape than they were before they even started. But it's a pretty funny movie. It's called The Mouse That Roared. I wonder what year that was. Let me look.
Sounds like an event based on Black Tom.
Yeah, kind of.
Knocked out the Statue of Liberty, the torch.
Oh, shut up, Fabio. Good God, brother. You're 1959. 1959 it was. Let me see if this is Scott, what this is.
That's why I've been watching all the older movies lately anyway, because it's like anything new is just crap. They can't come up with any. Half the time, I remember when I was watching movies and stuff with my grandpa, and I thought it was something new. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, they already made this back in 50 or 40 or whatever." And it's like,
yeah.
It's like, really? And he's like, "Yeah, man, they've already redone this like 2-3 times."
Here's the trailer from this. This is 1950. What did I say? 959.
Yeah.
Here's the funniest war ever waged. The war that had to be lost to be won.
Fine thing. The United States and the Grand Duchy of Fenwick are at war, and it takes the FBI to find out about it.
The United States invaded by the smallest country in the world.
Hey, see that big building?
Well,
I saw it first. It's mine.
The Mouse That Roared, the film that united the nations in roars of laughter. Starring an hilarious new personality, Peter Sellers, in 3 gloriously funny roles. Peter Sellers as the noble statesman.
There isn't a more profitable undertaking for any country than to declare war on the United States and to be defeated.
Peter Sellers as the fearless leader.
Men of Fenwick, when you hear the name of Grand Fenwick, do your hearts swell with pride?
Yes!
And if your country calls, will you rush to enlist?
No!
Oh.
Peter Sellers as the Grand Duchess.
Do give my love to your president, will you? And Mrs. Coolidge, too.
See this man of many parts and the woman in his life who opens her arms to this lovesick, seasick man of war.
You can turn around right now and kiss me if you want to.
Really?
Really?
Oh.
Meanwhile, back in Grand Fenwick, the happy citizens prepare to welcome the victorious American army. But little do they know the tragic truth.
Well, Your Grace, I knew it'll come as a surprise, a pleasant one, I hope, but we sort of won.
Sort of what? We guarantee that this is the funniest motion picture ever to come out of the Duchy of Grand Fenwick. You read about the big splash it made in the Saturday Evening Post. Here's what some of the world's keenest and most objective minds have said about The Mouse That Roared.
Interesting. You're muted, so.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one, but you know, from a long time ago. It's an old movie. I think I probably saw it probably 30, 40 years ago myself. You know,
Reminding me that when he had the glasses on, it reminded me of Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House, Pinocchio.
he was Inspector Clouseau in the Pink Panther movies.
Oh, okay.
Same guy, yeah. Peter Sellers. He did another funny movie where he was a detective called Shot in the Dark, and that was pretty good.
Past
Robert
the Duchy.
Singer, the Duchy of Fenwick. Yeah, pretty interesting. So if you ever get a chance, well, and you see there again, they had a guy playing a female role. It seems to be, you know, back in the day, women didn't work in theater. You know, way back in the early days of theater, women didn't work in theater. Men played both roles of men and women.
Yeah.
So it was kind of common, but I don't know, maybe that started making a lot of them gay or something. I don't know.
Well, that, and we used to laugh about, like, we didn't have to take them serious. It was more of a joke. You know, all of a sudden now we gotta, like, oh, we gotta take these freaking people serious. It's like, no, you got mental illness.
Yeah.
I'm not meant to take what you're doing as a serious.
Like Milton Berle. Milton Berle was doing that to, you know, to make people laugh.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about Milton Berle, what you don't understand about old Uncle Milty. Uncle Milty was a dirty bastard backstage. And the rumor has it he had quite the wedding tackle, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
and did not hesitate to show it off. I think he almost stole somebody's girlfriend. Trying to remember who it was.
Chubby, I saw your bit on the final debate. That was really great. Nice work.
Could have been better, but I got the job done. I think I really just wanted to go on there and promote Flat Earth channels, just to rub it in his face. I hate that guy.
I mean, it's funny because like we're like this whole group of us are a bunch of like misbased bandits trying to figure a thing out, and we're actually operating from a place of truth. And like that's the funny thing about it is like Sav sent me something the other night, and like every time I hear Duffy's voice, I'm just like, oh God, it makes me sick in my stomach because like, you can tell a grifter, you smell a grifter, it's a grifter, right? And like I love watching you just like go at him, you know, and just like, you know, he was literally following a script. He did not have anything like remotely authentic to come back at you with, and you know, spotting a grifter isn't an easy thing to do. You know, it's like if you're not used to like seeing it, like most of us in this community, like we've been watching grifters for a long time. But if you don't see it, all you see is him. Oh, he's this innocent guy with this sweet little smile. Which actually, if you freeze frame him when he's smiling, it actually looks evil.
Evil, yeah,
it looks evil
every time.
Look like he should be sitting up on a fucking gutter post of a church or something like that.
Yeah,
like
it's really
like a gargoyle.
Yeah,
I know, and you nailed it. And like, I mean, you know, in the game of chess, you know, as we are playing, it's like you prepared yourself to like you knew what he was going to come at you with, and you actually already had it prepared. You know, so like if he's going to take any edits out of that, it's going to be shit. It's going to be shit.
It's going to make
edits.
him look bad. Yeah.
Yeah, and like what's sad about the whole thing is like for me is like that most people can't see grifters, And you know, we all went through this bullshit all through the winter, and I'm ready for it to be finished. And I can't wait for that guy to disappear from the face
He
of
ain't
this
going
place.
nowhere. You know that.
No.
I mean, I'd like, well, he's just gonna cause more pain for himself if he sticks
No,
around.
he's going to be more like herpes, right? It'll just be a little while before he flares back up again. That's all.
I know.
Pretty much. Once a grifter, always a grifter. I mean, look what he did. And I've said it before. It's like if you look at his body of work, he hasn't succeeded in anything. He's failed in everything he's done, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why I started him off with the prayer, because I knew right there that was going to throw him off his game, because he is not a pastor. I don't care what anybody says. He
Yeah.
might be whatever pastor, but he ain't a real pastor in my opinion. But
no.
So I started him off with a prayer because I knew he was going to do that backhanded BS where he takes a shot at flat earthers instead of an actual prayer.
Well, Chubby also like that. I love that you're using Chubby too. I love that you own that. That's fucking awesome.
I just lean into it.
Yeah, and it's like here's the thing. It's like in the game of like language chess, which is what we're playing with these guys. In the game of language chess, you played it perfectly, right? You know, it's like our words we're expressing and we're manifesting out into the world, right? That goes with observations of curvature versus non-curvature, everything else. We're manifesting that. You manifested that perfectly, and like there's no defense against that for whatever you call these guys, grifters, demons, whatever the fuck they are. And it's funny and it's entertaining to me to watch them not have answers. You know, it's actually an entertainment value for me. I'm just like, look, this guy has no answer to this question. No answer.
Because he got to a point, he's like, "What's your point here?"
Yeah,
like, my point is that you're full of crap, dude. Like everybody knows you're full of crap. And he's like, "Well, nobody takes Dave Weiss serious." It's like nobody takes you serious, dude. We all know it. It's like, why do you think that anybody thinks that you're other than what you are? You're a puppet for this whole thing.
Yeah, you know who also did a really great job, and I don't know where he's at these days, is Mind Shock. When he unleashed those videos of like, how you spot gaslighting and all the leading list of like what they do, their tactics. I mean, I hope he's still doing stuff. I haven't seen him for a while.
I
but
think
like,
he just did something not too long ago.
Yeah, he actually that was the one thing that I was not that good at. I was like spotting debate tactics, like the projection and gaslighting and all these things. And like now that you can see it, it's funny now. Now we can make jokes about it and like we spot it, and they have nothing. They have nothing to come at us at all. And I'm like, I was watching that and it was like, it was almost cringy to me. Watching you being completely authentic versus that dude. And I'm like, this is cringy in such a weird way to me that like I feel sorry for the people that believe that Duffy's actually like an actual like stand-up dude. I feel bad for them, and then compounded all the way down the line. I'm like, you're really listening to this guy? You've got a real problem with your life.
There's two things
truly
too.
do.
Two things too, if you didn't notice, is one, before I talked, if you watch that whole thing, before I brought up the prayer and all that, they didn't talk about God or prayer or anything. It's like, dude, you should have been like praying for the trip, the TFE trip and all that. You didn't do any of that stuff. They'll probably stick it in the documentary, right? And the other thing is, it's like, as you know, the thing I'm leaning into with the chubby bear, I know somebody was feeding him from that moment because he did that thing where he said, well, if you eat fast or if you spend your money on fast food, I was like, oh, somebody's feeding you some information about the Glovers all call me Chubby Bear. So I was like, whatever, dude. It's like, but then he goes on at the end of it to say, oh, if you didn't know this, Chad, I care about you. It's like, you don't care about me, dude. Get the hell out of here.
Oh my God, it's so cringy, isn't it? It's like so cringy. And like, they don't even know what the word cringe means because they just behave cringy and I say they as in like grifters like him and like everybody else. But I was watching that last night. I was like, oh my God, this is what we're up against. We're not up against like people that are super intelligently.
No.
We're up against people that are being fed information and being paid probably or something. And they're idiots. They're fucking paid idiots. That's all they are.
It's like that fucking fight the fat ass. He piped his face up here not long ago on Facebook. And somebody I was talking with, it was about their idea of gravity. And they said, well, mass attracts mass. I said, why? And they're like, what do you mean, why? I says, well, where does the mass get the energy to convert into gravitational force, and how come it never runs out? Oh, it's
Yeah.
a fundamental force. I said, I don't give a fuck if it's fundamental or not. It still requires energy. So where's
Yeah.
this all coming from? Well, then he had to pop in there and he says, oh, well, magnets don't lose their charge. And I'm like, bullshit, they don't. And I quickly did a Google thing. I said, do magnets lose magnetism? And this fucking Google thing comes up and says, yes, magnets lose magnetism over time or with constant use.
Yeah. You ever had a magnet fall off your fridge?
There you go,
Yeah.
dumb shit. What are you talking about? And it pisses me off that he comes on there like he's all this smart shit, and all he's got is just these memorized bullshit regurgitations of nonsense. And then that was funny because I lured him into that stupid shit about bending space time. I said, well, what the fuck is space time? What is that? Space and time both are constructs of the mind. They don't really exist.
Yeah, and what you really get into is that the hardest one of all of it is that they're defending a religion.
Well,
they're defending a religion that was taught as fact.
I say, you guys got to go through all that fucking bullshit when it's so easily demonstrable that it's all just a ratio between the object and the medium. That's all. There's never an instance where something is not subject to a fluid medium, ever. And that's what's the determining factor. That's all there is to it. They got this idea because they can't get the idea that it's not two other objects. It's relative density to the medium, not to other objects. They keep wanting to get into this idea of things pulling each other, and things don't fucking pull each other. That's just stupid.
Yeah. And it's like
if they did, there'd have to be some kind of fucking mechanism that you could trace back to figure out where is this energy coming from. And if it's not being replenished, that means it's being used and it will somehow diminish. Now, if that's the case, and how can you reconcile the define of rules of entropy? You can't. That's why they had to bring Einstein in with his bullshit about bending space-time. Well, that tells me you have to warp your mind. Well, where'd Lowry go? He just popped out.
He'll probably be back. Hey, Janusz. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I wasn't going to get drawn into a debate with him because I knew he was getting fed information. Besides the point, I'm not a debater, and that's why
that's the whole thing. You don't got to. Here's the whole thing.
But
He's the one with the positive claim. They so rely on this reversal fallacy that it's not even funny. Yeah. It's right there. That's their first go-to. Where's your proof or evidence that the earth is flat? Dude, I observe no globe. Okay. You claim a globe. You don't even observe a globe earth. So you prove your claim. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to hear about your hypotheticals that if you was really tiny on a fucking basketball. I don't want to hear about that fucking bullshit. I want proof of your impossible claim.
Yeah. And to me, the one thing I was even going to mention was just water. What past water do you even need? Water finds its level. That's all I really needed to say. But I was just like, I'm not getting drawn into a debate with this guy. And
hello, guys.
It's like, yeah, exactly. Prove your positive claim. Exactly what you're saying. It's like I don't have to sit here and do this. And I didn't come here to do this. I came here to prove that you're full of crap and you're not a real pastor.
I like listening to the
objective. Says the internet's shit.
Nah, go figure.
See there? Mm-hmm. No, don't.
I hate when it does that. Make sure to flush.
Albert, Jerry, are you saying that there's no physical barrier to contain a volume of gas that we experience? Is that, if that's your case, I'd like you to come up and explain that. You know, I would like you to explain how you can have a fluid pressure system without a physical container.
Yes. And that's
maybe. And you know what? As much as, sorry, I didn't mean it, Yanni shit, but you know what? As much as I don't like Brenda, at least he's got the balls to come up once in a while. None of these guys do.
Yeah, that's for real.
This person might be bot because what he claims is he's not alive. Why? Because if there is no dome, it means there cannot be atmosphere. and it means he cannot breathe. There will be no oxygen. So it has this person or whatever it is must be bot or NPC.
Well, Effie Nation, who said there's a suction of anything? The fact of the matter is that physical containment is necessary for any specific volume of gas or gases. No exceptions. This is axiomatic. You can't, and gases cannot act as a contiguous mass because all the molecules are independent of one another. So that's how that works. You cannot even weigh gas unless the pressure is greater than outside of the container that it's in. Because when you empty a cylinder, it's not empty. If you have a settling tank, when it's done and stops putting out gas, it's not empty. There's still gas in there. It's just at the same pressure as it is outside the tank. So there's no reason for it to go anywhere.
Tank for the fire extinguisher if you have fire, because you could bring armloads of CO2 and drop it on fire.
Yeah, just throw handfuls of CO2 at it.
So why we need this freaking container for the CO2? That would be stupid. Why we would spend more money for this stuff?
I'm breaking up. Kirk says I was breaking up.
Oh, really?
Louis Albert Jr. Who that?
Just some troll using a sock account, most likely.
Louis Albert Jr., how are you tonight? You're muted. You have to unmute your muteness. What is that he's got displayed there?
A gun.
Yeah, I'm going to see what kind of a pistol it is. It's
Colt, no.
What is that, a 32?
A gun.
Yeah, I'm going to see what kind of a pistol it is. What?
It's an old school gun.
32?
Oh.
So
I think
something in the background.
Or you got something on in the background or whatever. Yeah.
So I'm just trying to make this work to where I can hear you. And I can't seem to hear you.
I don't know.
You're not the guy that thinks the sun goes down to the ground, are you?
He can't hear us.
Oh.
I'm sure everyone can see, hear you. Okay. So why can't I hear y'all?
I don't know, man. Figure it out.
I don't know.
Okay, so
I'll
we'll put that down to there. We'll turn this volume on.
Look, I'll tell you what. Why don't you go ahead and mute? Why don't you go ahead and mute until we
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. I'm going to mute you. We had no trouble hearing you. Wait and get it worked out to where you can hear us. Harmon, what's up, bud?
Hey, I saw you had an open panel tonight, so I just had a little thing I've been studying, and I wanted your opinion on it.
Okay.
So it's about comparing big pharma to the Mexican cartels, Colombian cartels, any drug cartel. And so I took big pharma, I took the head CEO, and I took any cartel, I made the CEO. And then I made their labs. They both have labs, right? And I tried going down. After I went like 7, there were all too much similarities. Then you have the pushers, which is the doctors. Then you have the smaller ones, which are the little pill places they go to get stuff for emergencies, you know. And then they're enforcers. And I have evidence at the end on this thing what I have. So their enforcers are DEA and all the law enforcement all the way down. And the jailers were what I did, which I never understood why we were putting a lot of these guys in jail. But that's the system. And so the same thing with cartel, you know, they have their own rules and stuff like that. And so they all paralleled big pharma and like that. The only thing is big pharma has power to lobby and get the laws made for them to protect their business.
Yeah.
So this is what I looked at. And this is going to be just it's such crazy numbers I'm going to give you. So I want you just to think what they might be. So I picked a year, 2019. How many deaths did we have that year from fentanyl in 2019? What would you guess? The way they make it in public and stuff. What would you guess? How many thousand?
I don't know, 10.
What would you say, Cubby?
Thousands, you say?
Yeah.
Probably 100,000, probably.
17,000 is what they said. Okay. And so that's fentanyl. Oh, that's, and the way they talk about it on the news and arresting people and doing all this stuff sounds awful, doesn't it? You know, they try to make something. So then I looked up Big Pharma, and I looked up how many, and I knew this from years ago. They never put this in causes of death. They always use cancer, heart attack, and all this other stuff, right? They always omit this one stat. How many would you guess die from diagnosed by Big Pharma with medicine and misdiagnosis? How many would you say a year?
I'd say 1 million.
I would say
Well,
600.
it probably is, but they don't give that number. It's 350,000 a year they average, and that's without counting all the jabs, without counting all that stuff. So you're probably right. Logically, it's 1 million, right?
Right.
So that's when Flo the other day, he had a ex-DEA agent on his show, and he was trying to say, well, look at the numbers like this, and I couldn't get on the show.
Oh, shit.
And I would have just brought those numbers up, and he would have to shut up.
Yeah.
You know? He was going, everything should be regulated. Everything should be regulated. Well, those doctors are regulated, and so my proof was then, my evidence, not proof, I don't have that proof. The evidence then is, see, your DEA, law enforcement, and all the way down to the prison system, all back Big Pharma. Because all the rules and laws come from Big Pharma about drugs.
Well,
you know, they go lobby it and get it so it doesn't go against them. And
that,
so what's your
they
opinion
say
on
that medical malpractice is one of the leading causes of unnatural death in the United States today.
Right. They say
probably
350, but like you said, I'm sure it's a
Yeah,
million.
well, sure, when you count in, because they're not going to say, yeah, the doctor poisoned him with all these fucking meds.
Right.
They're not going to say that, but that's exactly what fucking happened. You know, so it's going to be even higher than that million. But no,
right, I agree with you.
There's no difference between the cartel and the pharmaceutical companies. In fact, that's why I like that. What was that fucking movie? Ozark. Did you?
I never watched that.
Oh,
they ended up hooking up the cartel with a pharmaceutical company because they could get high grade heroin. Right?
I never watched that.
Oh, yeah, they ended up hooking the cartel with a pharmaceutical company because they get good. Good. You're echoing still, bro.
Sir, whoever talking, we can't hear you. You're real super choppy.
That was us re-listening to ourselves again. This thing keeps echoing. He can talk, but he can't hear us. So he's got it on the TV or something like that, and we're hearing the delay of it.
I'm pretty sure that's the guy who thinks the sun goes into the ground. But I could be wrong.
There is big difference between cartel and the pharmacia. I tell you why.
There is no difference.
There is one big difference, and I will tell you why.
Oh, okay. One is they're backed by the government.
Yeah, that's the second one. I'm talking about different one. In a matter of COVID-19 in 1984, the thing is they were pushing on this stuff on you, and you were losing your freedom. Cartel, if he rules, they do not push on you anything. If you want, you buy. If you don't, you don't.
No, that's not entirely true. They control whole towns, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, they control whole towns. There's no difference. There really isn't when it comes down to that. The pharmaceutical companies and the cartels are pretty much the same.
I would beg the differ that you have more freedom with the cartels than with the pharmacia.
Oh,
my friend who lives in Acapulco, he sits there, and that's one of the main places they know that's run by it. But it's peaceful. You know, like this guy says, as long as you don't get in their business and you're just living, it's okay. Just like in the prison, if you don't get in their business, they leave you alone. But the cartel's the same way. It's more peaceful in Acapulco. Now, of course, if you cross cartel, you know what happens. You know, and the normal mom and dad and family running the tamale stands, They don't cross the cartel. It's not like cartels coming in and
That's
taking
the
money
same in the
from
matter
them.
of pharmakia. If you cross pharmakia, the same happens to you, like in the matter of
And the normal mom and dad and family running tamales.
you have to work on your background.
They don't cross the cartel.
Luis.
It's not like cartel coming in and
Lewis,
taking money.
you have a
Stop
bad
it.
echo. You have to fix it, man. I don't know why you have such a problem getting on here, man. But you're either going to have to fix that or you have to go. One of the two. We can't have it's disruptive as all hell.
Lewis, I'm using my phone. Just get on a phone. Does he have a phone? He has to have a phone,
I don't
right?
know who this. Yeah.
But anyway, so I just wanted your opinion on that.
Yeah, I don't see a big difference in it. It's just all perception, really. I mean, let's just pretend that these drugs that the cartel sells are not legal or they're not illegal. Okay, let's just assume that they are legal. Okay, now what's the difference?
Well, does it seem like cartel? I was thinking about that too.
I mean,
Big Pharma sells these synthetic garbage stuff. It's not natural. Is there drugs that the cartel sell that isn't natural?
Listen, this is what I was starting to say before all that echoing started happening. In that show Ozark, they hooked up the cartel with a pharmaceutical company because it was high grade heroin, as good or better than what they were getting at half the price than they were getting from their legal supplier.
That's from natural plants, though, right? So
yeah.
I think in cartel, the marijuana,
I don't
cocaine,
know. Fentanyl,
all that stuff.
How are they making fentanyl if that's a pharmaceutical?
Yeah, I don't know I don't know much about fentanyl. I just know it's on TV all the time. And if there's a reason there, it's because Big Pharma wants it out there for some reason. I don't know the reason.
Who's actually making it. It's not the cartels in Mexico and shit that are making fentanyl.
It's Big Pharma.
That's Big Pharma's making that shit. They just got a hold of a bunch of it.
Big Bear, do you know, from what we understand from like Colombia and Mexico and all those stuff that we look bad upon, even Afghanistan and stuff with the poppies, I don't remember giving us. So Big Pharma is really going against natural plants and stuff. That's what?
Well, yeah, that was a campaign by Rockefeller way back in the day to discredit all homeopathic shit and make it illegal for them to be able to practice.
And they call it
in lieu of his
exactly
petroleum-based pharmaceutical.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Forgot that petroleum. You're so right.
Alternative medicine. Alternative to what? To chemicals and the fake shit. I prefer something alternative.
When you said petrol or what do you call that? Petroleum, right? This is crazy what happened. So about 2019, I decided to buy me a bunch of beans because I know I was in the military. We ate cans of beans that were 50 years old. As long as you open up and see rats, they were still good. But what I found out is, so I bought a bunch of beans and I bought a bunch of saltine crackers. And I said I bought like 20 boxes of saltine crackers. They've made it where we can't store those things. The plastic wrap around the saltine crackers, they all went rancid at one time and all smelled like dirty oil that you would get in a garage. And it started to smell, my whole house started to smell. I said, what the hell? And I go and smell these crackers through the box. I never opened them or anything. And and so I tried to taste one. Holy cow, that shit is nasty.
They're just regular crackers.
Saltine crackers you buy in the store. So what they're doing, I think it's very ingenious of them. They're wrapping it in stuff. Like if the people who want to store the stuff, and you're wrapping it in the plastic they're wrapped in, of course, it's made out of petroleum, just like Saul just said.
Everything is.
Yeah. And so then I got kind of disappointed. I'm saying, are these beans of mine going to be good? Because I just got them in the corner, never touching them, right? I know that they should last forever. But someone said they're lining the inside of the cans now. Is it with petroleum? Am I wrong?
Yes.
Yeah.
Petroleum plastic, right.
They are the magical fruit.
Yeah, but are they going to be good or not? You know, I got them and I got a bunch of raviolis. I just put them in the corner and say they're for a rainy day. Because in the military back in the 80s, you know, cans lasted forever.
Yeah.
But then someone told me, don't you know they line those cans with bullshit stuff nowadays? And I didn't know that.
That's the whole point.
You know what, Saul? I'm going to go ahead and eat one tomorrow. If you never hear from me again, you know what happened.
Poison salt.
Blew up.
There is video on the YouTube which exactly show how the cans are made, any cans, even the Coke, Pepsi, whatever. So it's plastic inside because people don't.
Is it really in Coke
Yes.
also? Oh, Coke cans, but how about not Coke bottles?
Coke bottle is plastic. Coke cans as well has a plastic wrap inside.
But not Coke Coke bottles.
No, it's glass.
No, I mean the
Right,
regular glass bottles, the glass.
Plastic bottles.
We would really need to look into it because when there is a glass as well, there is a lot of micro elements when they are cleaning the stuff, and there is even microplastic, which shouldn't be in glass bottles.
Inside glass,
Yes.
you think?
So when they clean that, there is
When
microplastic.
they're processing them.
Let me show you something. I'm not going to show you clocks
want
this
the
time.
beans.
So, see, the beans. Okay, so this is what I do. You see that?
No.
I got.
No,
can
you're
you see them
not on
now?
the screen.
Am I not on the screen? How's it not on?
Turn
No,
your
not
camera.
me. My camera. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's my bottles. I always do the water in the distiller and stuff like this. And so I keep them. I got like 60 gallons of these, and I rotate them. And that's solid glass. So you think that glass is okay?
No,
I'm talking to the guy that
this
says
is
it might
okay
have, but
because you have cleaned the bottle. I assume you have cleaned the bottles, so you
Oh,
should,
heck yeah.
have very minimum of the micro elements which they are unrequired. So if you keep water there and you rotate them, you're good, in good shape. There'll be no problem.
okay, so I've been doing that for like 7 years. And that same distiller's been working all 7 years. And so it's
You
amazing.
sterilize your bottles? Well then.
Oh yeah. Well, once you got them in, they're never not sterile once you're using the distilled water in them. But I do take it and I shake it real hard in there, you know, the power of the water and the vortex and all that. So I put like a little bit quart of water in there, then I really shake it up real hard and then I put the new water in
Just
it
smoke
as
it
I
for you.
rotate them.
Guys, I'm going to drop out for 1 second and I'll be
Okay.
right back. Okay.
What do you think of that, Cubby Bear? Does that sound kind of good?
Yeah, I mean sunlight too. Like sunlight kills a lot of
Yeah, it's in the sunlight, comes right
impurities
through my
and
window.
yeah.
So I figured that out too. You know, I'm making sure all the stuff's good.
One
you
more
know?
thing: take one of the bottles which is there
Uh-huh.
stored for a long time. Remove the water and put something like I don't know. Probably you won't be able to squeeze your hand, but wrap something on the very bottom and see if you can see the difference. If there is a line, because there could be algae over there on the bottom. So be sure that it's not getting contaminated by algae. They're not growing there.
Yeah, the water's pure when it goes in there, so there's no
Yes,
no.
but even if it's pure, the
ingredient.
algae still can grow. So it depends on the temperature and how much air on the top there is. So they can the algae.
But there's no air. I got the special
Okay.
caps that
Yeah, like
sealed it
scanning
off.
process.
0 air. Yeah, I made
Yeah.
sure of all that. So it never has a chance
Very
to get
good.
contaminated. I fill it up over to the brim and the bottle caps. I don't know if you know, some of them have
Yeah.
plastic inserts in there that push down into the bottle. Do you know what I'm talking
Yes.
about?
Yeah.
Do you understand, Cubby?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it pushes it out, and so it's completely airtight when it seals.
Mhm.
So I bought 60 of those bottles about in 2019. I think they cost a ton now, you know. But back then I got 60 of them. I think it cost me like $1.25 a
that was a
bottle.
good deal.
That was about it. Yeah, I got it through Amazon. Anyway, that's what I do on that. Last time I showed you my clocks there, Saul, remember?
Yeah.
They all stopped at the same time. I go, this is just too crazy of a world.
He was just talking about, so I was just showing a clip about that and time speeding up and stuff.
Yeah, I give up. You know, it's what can you do about it?
Not
And
much.
to me, the last worst thing was when freaking they moved. I mean, I've been out to there when I was in the military. to Morocco, and they sat there and changed where the location of Mount Gibraltar is. I said, I give up. If they got that much power over to do whatever happens in this world, I'm not saying people on this world, someone's winding up our top or something. I don't know. I give up.
My personal belief is I think the amount of information that we keep getting thrown at us is kind of making time seem like it's going faster too. Like it's like with social media and everything that you see every day. It's just like you look at something, next thing you know, 4 hours have flown by and stuff like that. But
that's true, Chubby. But if you compare now, just take any clock and check how fast seconds are going. From my perspective, they're going much faster than 10 years ago. It's like around 25%. So it was 1, 2, 3, and now it's 1, 2, 3. Just check it. Compare it yourself.
Yeah. I'm not saying. I'm not saying that you're like. I'm just saying that I'm adding what I was saying.
Oh yeah,
to that.
definitely.
Like there's
Right. The things that you just know, we can't control it. It's doing it. What the hell, just sit there and enjoy the ride. Were you on here that day, Cubby Bear? I showed my clocks.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but I saw what you're talking about. Yes.
Where they all reset.
Yeah.
No, what happened was I had 10 analog clocks I bought.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, you saw that, yeah. And then they all synchronized again one night at this weird wave came through, and they all synchronized. I go, this is bullshit. Took them down and said, I give up. What do you do? And I'll never tell my family that, because just telling you guys is enough to make me sound crazy. Can you imagine trying to tell my family that?
They wouldn't believe it.
Jeez.
And who is master of time? Satan.
Oh, okay. Good old Satan. He gets blamed for everything.
Guy.
Anyway, so my family threatens me, Saul, that they're going to call. What is it when they call? Not a wellness check, but like they're going to have mental health to come check me out. They're threatening me, and they're serious.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
they really think. So I joined Jack Nicholson. What is it, Nicholson? One flew the cuckoo's nest.
Oh, yeah.
No.
What do you do when your family threatens
Wear
you
a
like
tin
that?
foil hat.
Say go do what.
There you go.
Tell them say do what the fuck you got to do.
Put a padded suit on.
Who the hell are you, anyways? That's what I'd be saying. Fuck you.
And I don't preach to them. I don't talk to them. I don't ask them to look at anything. But they know. They just. I know. Never mind. It's a trip. To me, it's kind of like a TV show now with them. They're in.
Well, you should enjoy it then.
Yeah, I'm not mad at them.
How many out of them went and got the procedure done?
Oh, they got at least 5. Every one of them.
Well, see, that's a thing too, man. That people have been noting that there's a personality change in people that have gotten this too.
And they would call and brag to me. We just got our fifth one.
I just shot myself in the fucking leg. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But now a couple of them have really noticed some things. One of them, my ex-wife, that she's like the leader of the family over there. And she questioned it to me one day, first time. I mean, you wouldn't believe how bad it is. I mean, and she actually says, I've seen some people having some reactions.
You don't say.
Yeah, you don't say. Yeah, that's just nutty as a fruit.
Imagine that shit.
I wish I could look as cool as Cubby Bear does. I put myself on video.
Well, can't give me that much credit.
You're all right, all right.
I'm a little chubby, so they say.
No, I think you're cool looking to me. You look cool.
Are you trying to hit on me, Harmon? What's going on here?
No, it reminds me of a seal we had.
It's kind of gay, Harmon.
No, I'll explain it to the reason I say it. We had a CO. He was a surfer boy. I mean, he was as laid back as you can get laid back. And nothing bothered him. So there was a couple SEALs that wanted to try to act like him. And I told him, dude, he's just cool. It's not, it's like Charles Bronson didn't act like anything. There was a couple of them wanted to act like Charles Bronson. I said, That's just how Charles Bronson acts.
Death.
So that's what I was giving you a compliment that you're cool naturally.
Well, thank you. No, I was just messing with you.
Yeah, I know. I know that. Come on, I was a prison guard.
Yeah,
That's tame. You ought to talk about the shower jokes and everything. You know, boy, they do treat the women bad, though. I don't think the women should be in that job.
What do you think there? Scientists discover cockroach milk is 4 times more nutritious than cow milk. Who is milking cockroaches, man?
Is it cockroach milk, it said, or just cockroaches?
Cockroach milk, man. Look.
Yeah, cockroach milk.
I mean, how much milk is produced by each cockroach, and who's milking them? How do you get a hold of their little teats? How do you little tiny bucket? Yeah, little tiny bucket.
Who milks an almond?
Yeah, there you go. I didn't even know they had tits.
How do they get the milk from an almond? I don't get it.
I don't either.
I guess I could have looked it up.
Very good engineering, as Don Pettit would say.
Real good engineering.
Real good engineering, yeah. What? Yeah, I know.
They really throw him at us and insult us, don't they?
They do.
Not anymore, thank God, but yeah.
Oh, he was up there recently, believe it or not.
Really? I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was old. He's like in 65 or something like that. It was up there. Yeah, he was the oldest one to go up there, and he broke a record for total days now being up there. Don Pettit.
I thought those ones they just brought back supposedly broke the record, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, I'm saying for total combined days.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Since it's been going since when's the 90s? Whenever they had it. When did they put that up there, Saul?
Oh shit, I don't know.
That's funny.
Back in the 90s or something.
Was it 90s?
Yeah, let's see. Let's ask.
I have no idea.
Let's ask the thing.
Okay.
Let's ask the thing.
Whoops.
That was funny, Stinky Cash.
And I'm gonna ask it when the last time Don Pettit was.
They launched it in little pieces, I guess, and put it together, but there's no real video of them putting it together. But it says when did the ISS go into operation? We'll put that. Yeah, November 20th, 1998. And it said when the Russian control module Zarya was launched into orbit, this launch marked the beginning of the assembly of the ISS and the commencement of its program. So it's the Russians spearheaded that. Interesting. Did you guys know that Rosie O'Donnell was the dude? Who'd have guessed?
You don't say. She's one of many, apparently.
Yeah. But check this out. This is kind of crazy.
Check out this dude, Ralph Eugene O'Connell. You heard me right. Ralph Eugene O'Connell. Not Rosie O'Donnell. That's the last picture of Ralph. After this, Ralph become Rosie. But if you look here he is. Or, yeah, Rosie, Ralph, right there. Ralph Eugene O'Connell. That's who Rosie become. Or that's who Rosie was. And she became Rosie. Or he became Rosie. But if you look at Rosie on that first picture, go back, check her out. She's got like a mustache lip. Crazy. But Rosie O'Donnell is really Ralph Eugene O'Connell. And that's the last picture of him in there. I don't know what's going on with my video on the back. It don't want to do it, y'all. But Rosie O'Donnell is Ralph Eugene O'Connell.
Hey,
so that's all the evidence he has.
Quick.
I'm convinced.
Real quick. Hey, stop.
Yep.
People are saying that the
Check
stream,
out this dude.
Hang on, guys. People are saying that the stream is like super choppy or something.
Yeah, I heard that too. I that's why I dropped out, was to listen over to it. I don't know.
Happening on my end, but
it's just that one guy. You guys sound great.
No, on here
maybe
we
people
do,
are
but on the actual show, it's choppy.
Yeah, they're saying Rumble too is like that.
I don't know. I wonder if it's something to do with this fucking StreamYard.
Choppy or chubby? I'm just kidding.
Let me turn my mic.
I don't know. I wonder what we should do about that.
I'm checking out. Hang on.
I guess maybe, I don't know, unless you stop the show and restart it. I don't know.
I think that would be the only way to do anything. I wonder why it's acting like that.
Well, I ain't getting it on my end. It's clear, but I don't know.
No, it's through YouTube and the rest of it. I don't understand.
I'm gonna check YouTube right quick and see.
Oh, I thought that's where you already went to.
No, I did, but when I got a computer that's 13 years old, I had to fire up my good computer to check because that thing's choppy just by itself.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's. I'm just gonna end this and then I'll reset it up.
All right.
All right.
All right, then. See you when you come back.
All right.
Yep.
Do we got to leave here?
Yeah.
Make sure
I'll
everybody-
put a whole new link up.